Morning, Bree.
Hey, Gina. I mean,
How are you?
I am, let's see.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm doing okay. I've got allergies.
Oh, it sucks. I'm so sorry.
My dad's like, you're just allergic to the outside. Don't go.
So's my husband. It's pretty much Florida's trying to kill him. I mean, it really is. So he feels your pain. He really does. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. What did I do? I don't know what I did.
You know, that's how I feel a lot of times. Like it was good. I know it was there. I don't know what I did, but it was good. Have you, switching gears and have you been able to work on advertising or getting any advertising out? Please say yes.
No.
Pardon me?
No.
Okay.
I've got my list. I've got 12,000 realtors in my list.
Okay, let's talk today. I think I'm open at like 1 or 1:30,
My time or your time?
my time.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. Let's talk today and let's get that cranked out and whatever it is that's got to happen. I'm assuming what you need is like a graphic of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay. Send me, instead of that, just send me an email to myself and Ava with the deets. Literally address, who, what, when, where, why, link to register. Just send me the deets and I'll have Ava crank out something in Canva and we'll get it together so we can get it out.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. And then we don't need to talk. We'll just get that done.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool beans. Morning, y'all. Well, I know I got other people here. I can't see them, but I know they're there. Did you guys?
Not me. There.
Okay, Nellie can't
She said
talk.
Right.
Perfect. All right. Michael, did you have a good weekend? There's Kathy.
There's Kathy.
She's coming in. Kathy, did you have a good weekend?
Yes.
Awesome. Do anything fun?
Messed in the yard, ran around for clients, and snuck off and watched Top Gun.
Was it good?
Oh. Yeah. I don't, Tom Cruise isn't one of my favorite actors, but I did enjoy it.
He's not really one of my favorite ones either. And I used to make fun of him because of that tooth in the center of his head. It's not really what it is. And that's a dumb thing to make fun of people, but there you go. Your hair looks good today.
It's just wet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Michael, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you?
Tired, busy weekend.
Did you have fun?
Well, I'm having more fun now.
You're a black screen. I don't know if you know that or not. You might know
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I know it.
Okay, you know it. I have a friend in Virginia, and he always said, he goes, you can be tired. Oh, what did he say? Or you can be hungry, but don't be both. And I'm
Right.
and it was his real estate advice. That was literally his real estate advice. You can be tired or you can be hungry, don't be both. And he meant literally be exhausted, be working long hours, or be poor, but never be both. I'm like, all right, fair enough. I'll go with that.
I got you. I get the analogy.
Yep. So what did we do this weekend? We went antiquing. There's a place where we live right here called Reningers, and apparently people will drive here from like 5 states away. It's just this crazy huge. It's so big. When my husband and I do it, we usually only do half of it. And then like, you know, come back another day for the other half of it. It's huge. So we did that on Sunday. Saturday, we took mom out to go to look at the ocean, took her out to dinner and all that. And then we also went to another, we just antiqued all day long. It's basically what we did. It was chill, it was lax, it was just nice. So.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a family member in Alabama that has a little antique shop up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't been there, but you talked to me about it. Oh, sure, it's pretty cool.
Yep. I like old tin toys or reproductions of old tin toys. It's like one of the things. So we bought one, and actually we didn't buy it there. My husband found a better version of it on eBay, which is typically what he does for me anyway. So that's coming in a couple of days. But anyway, let's hear some good real estate stuff. Who's got good real estate stuff? Who wants to go first?
Well, it's a backwards real estate thing.
All right, turn around.
All right.
There you go.
I've been working with these clients that I got a referral from, and they're out of state, relocating military that's getting done, finishing up, and they're coming down here. And it's first there was like nothing. I told you about that.
Mhm.
And then it's been nuts for the last week, I guess. And because they're out of state and everything like that, it's I don't normally run around at everything that somebody points out.
Mhm.
If and I didn't quite with this either, but more than I would have. And so I've been all over the place, trying to help them find a place that would work for their needs.
Mhm.
And yesterday it went from they wanted me, they've switched over to rentals. No, yeah, they switched over to rentals, and they wanted me to go look at a house for them on that. And they get released September 2nd. Okay, so we're 3 months out.
Right.
And it's one thing doing 3 months out for a house that they're buying. It's a whole nother one for a rental.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. So, I said to him, I said, yeah, sure, I'll go look. And then I said, however, is this something that they're going to hold for you, or what's
Mhm.
going to happen?
Mhm.
Because of whatever. Anyway, we talked about that. Meanwhile, he changed his mind about that. It's done. We're not going there. And they figured something else out for sure. And they wanted to give me credit for all the work. There's an application that they have to fill out for this rental firm. And I'm going, wow, that's really nice. I said, I didn't do a thing for that rental. I said, and there's not a lot of rentals that you get any kind of compensation for anyway. It's really tricky. I said, I would rather you don't put me down for that. And just, give me a referral or send me people or write a review, something. And they said they would. They said that I've been great and that they will buy, but they
Right.
feel like it's too much trying to do it from long distance.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of backwards. It's good and it's down
Right.
the road.
Yep. Just pipeline good stuff. That's all
Mhm.
good. Right. Good morning, Kay.
Well, good morning. My good news is I'm on.
Congrats.
Came back last night and my internet is down, and I have 2 deals I'm supposed to get signed today, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So I figured out how to get on my phone. So that's my good news.
Very good news. Can you get to a Starbucks or anything for their internet?
Yeah, I may have to do that. I just don't like using public.
I don't
Connection.
either. It's a pain in the butt, and it always works better on my phone anyway. It just does if I have to resort to that. So, but we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Good morning, Lou. What kind of good news do you have?
Well, I have actually fantastic news.
I love fantastic news.
I just spoke with someone in my church that's affiliated with EXP,
Mhm.
and he's arranged a second meeting with Glenn Sanford.
Wow.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Wow.
Down in Orlando, the middle of the month.
Very cool. Oh, that's right, because they're going to be all down here.
Right. Oh, yeah. So I will see you.
Very cool.
You will be at that meeting.
I will be at the thing. Yes. Whatever
Awesome.
the thing is, I will be at the thing. Yeah,
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Isn't that exciting?
it
I
is.
feel like sneaking down and joining that thing, even though I'm not part of all that.
Even though you're not doing the thing, you're still going to come down and do the thing.
I was thinking about it, but I shouldn't do that. Gas is outrageous.
It is outrageous, but I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, who else? Let me see. Bree, I can see your gorgeous face. What's your good? Nope, she just went away. She did that on purpose to me.
So No, here I am.
Okay, what's your good news, honey?
Good news is I have follow-up appointments from the appointments I set last week
Nice.
with investors. And I talked to the broker for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as property management is concerned, we can do it. So I'm sitting for my broker's license.
Yes.
And he's told me what I need to do as far as like, so the E&O insurance and all that good stuff.
Right. Cool beans. All right. Nice. Okay, let me see. Bonetta, I think you're driving. It looks dark over there. But got some good news? I don't know if she can hear me or not. And I'm not real sure what I'm looking at. There, hang on. There's Bonetta's face and Bonetta's
Yeah, I
gone.
look like blinds in the room.
Is that what it was? I was like, what is that? It looks like some cool photo of something that you're trying to figure out what it is. Michael, your good news.
I'm alive.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm breathing. Yeah, still trying to get organized. Just busy over the weekend.
Cool. Let me see my good news. Looking at my wealth chart over here. Let me see. I had an appointment with the guy to sign him up, and we held it on Friday night. I'm bringing over Thomas. Thomas filled out all this paperwork. Thomas is somebody that I've coached for forever from the West Coast. And he did not know I was EXP. At the time, I was keeping everything really under wraps because I was coaching for so many big Keller Williams teams. So I, just pretty much stayed on the down low. He joined EXP, which is heartbreaking. So he left the group that I was coaching out there and talked with him a couple of days ago. And even though he is EXP, Gary's making an exception for him to bring him onto the team. So I'm really excited about that. It's a great kid. I say kid, he's like 45, but he looks like he's 12. So, I mean, everybody does anymore, huh?
Good genes.
Exactly. So he's signed all his paperwork. So he's official today, I guess. And let me see. I have another frontline qualifying agent, which would be my other good news. So in order to get paid on your second level in EXP for revenue share, you have to have 5 frontline qualifying agents, somebody that sold within the last 6 months. You have to have 5 of those on your first line. Then to get paid down below than that, it's 5 on the next line, et cetera, et cetera. So there's another person that on the team that closed that's went into my FLQAs. And I think that's some good news over the week. And then I have those 2 are over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in process. So there you go. 6 in process, 2 brought over.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Bonetta, you are there. What's your good news, darling?
Hi, good morning. Good news. I put in another offer for my client.
That is good news.
Yep. Right. That should get through.
Did you get this client off the teaching webinar also?
Yes.
Man, that is a good I totally believe that you have found your niche, that this is it, that this is how you need to market and present yourself, position, that's the word I want, position yourself, and you need to go after this guns blazing, girl. You're doing good. That might not be the best analogy after what happened last week. You need to go after this with, I don't know what, some other analogy better than that.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. All right. Challenges. Who's got some challenges from last week that we want to chat about? Lou, if you're talking, sweetie, I can't hear you unless you don't want me to hear you. And then that's okay too.
You're
on
muted,
mute.
Lou.
Yep, I can ask him to unmute. So let's see. And he might have muted himself. So, all right.
Maybe.
Okay, who's got some challenges? Somebody must have something. Y'all have got to have something.
Just getting more deals, getting more people to say yes,
Okay, let's talk about that in a minute. If you are, are seminars the way that you're going to go to fill that bucket up?
Well, that's one of the way. I'm doing door knocking too. I'm doing door knocking in my neighborhood and talking to investors. So I'm really excited. I signed up for this connected investors because I've been doing the real real flow, and that's not been working for me. But I found that I'm connected to all these investors. So, and this one thing I signed up for, so I'm going to be calling them. I'm like, man, I'm looking for investors, and I'm connected to already so many. So I need to call them up and find out what they need. So I'm excited about that.
I love that. I love discovering. I went on Ideal Estate this morning. It had something very similar, which I've been like just working through and nothing's really popped. And then finally this morning, apparently over the weekend, that's all people did was go on Ideal Estate and make a bunch of connections because I have a guy who's like, I'm interested in what you do. Awesome. But it's like, I have this avenue that I had not been using. And so last week I just really pushed really hard on it to see what I can get out of that also. Lou, did you have some challenges?
Oh, I am challenged.
You and me both.
No, I'll tell you, God's been so good, leading me to, actually to Gary, to Lou Brown. I'm so grateful for all the people that have been put in my life, including you, Gina, meeting you in Pittsburgh.
You were.
And now I'm going to get to meet you for the second time down in Orlando.
Yeah, cool
But
bean.
no, really, God's got something for me to share with people.
Yeah.
And I did get to share that with Glenn and his team.
Mm-hmm.
I met him in Saratoga Springs, and he ended up taking me to the horse races that day. It was a
Wow.
really neat day. But yeah, I have to finish up with Glenn and get my message across to him, what's in store. There's some really, really big things going to happen for EXP, for Lou's organization, a number of other groups that actually Lou is the grandfather of.
He is a ton of them.
Yes, yeah, Juan LeGrand,
Yep.
Jay Connor, and I will be going next week to Jay Connor's 3-day event, which
Gotcha.
will be the 4th time for that. But
Mhm.
all of this is coming together. God is certainly at work.
Yes, he is.
There's a lot of evil going on.
Yep.
We are all part of God straightening this mess out.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yep. All right.
So,
Who else has some other? Thank you so much for that, Lou, by the way. And I agree with you. All right. Who else has got some other challenges they want to talk about?
My challenge.
What do you
So
got?
I've got all these in, not all, I've got a nice chunk of investors.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's going to be a while before I close anything with them because we're still in the nurturing phase.
Mm-hmm.
And so the residential side, and some of them are commercial, like 5 apartment complexes.
Mm-hmm.
I need to close something sooner. So I need to get hold of more residential.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know those can close in 30 days.
Gotcha. So you've got long-term stuff going on and short-term. So you need to get some more short-term stuff going on.
Right.
Okay. What when you look back over the last year or so of your business, what has been the fastest avenue for you for short-term business? What has worked for you really well in the past to get short-term business?
I've been teaching home buyers classes like Banana,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't been teaching my own. I've been teaching with other organizations. So, I could, organize my own. I have done it before. And referrals.
Okay. Hang on. So the teaching thing that you've done for other people, has that got you, or for other organizations, is that when you look back historically? Here's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, so cold calls. I do really well at cold calls.
Okay. So here's what I'm getting at. When the market shifted back in 09, whatever, 7, 8, 9, right in that phase, and like a year into the shift, I was really looking at how to hone down my expenses. And so I took, had a whiteboard, and then on my whiteboard, it just had every single deal it had every deal like in process with like a little check marks for all the different forms all the way across until it was closed. But then down the side, I just tracked the last name of every single closing that I had. And I had like 60 something that year. So on the 60 something, this little tiny print all the way down this huge whiteboard, I went through and I analyzed, I'm like, where did I get that? And after I analyzed where I got that lead, that told me what to get rid of for all of my advertising. Like, I was spending money over here for this, and
Uh-huh.
that clearly didn't, all my business came from calling one-year-old expireds. That's where all my business, like, I don't know, 97% of my business came from that. So I just ditched everything else. But you could use the same concept to go back and go, okay, where did I get all these deals?
Yep.
And what has been really fast? Which ones were the quickest, and which ones, because if I look at, Smith or whatever, I know you were a pain in my butt, took forever to get you, but you four were really quick and you were really fast. So that's what I mean, that kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you go back and analyze, what do you think has been the fastest, quickest business you've ever got? And cheapest and all those good things.
And the cheapest?
Yeah.
Yep.
Referrals.
Your referrals. I would agree with you. And I was hoping you'd land there, because I know, because I've been working with you for forever, that when you make phone calls, your ROI on referrals is sky high.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like one lady I've gotten 4 deals out of.
Awesome.
Yep. So what
Now
could you
that I think
do to
about
go
it.
get that? Yeah. So what could you do to go get that?
I don't know. It was kind of like accidental. Like I asked for referrals, but there
What
was
about-
no like purposeful.
What about calling your sphere? Calling your
Yeah.
sphere. That would be, because I have something similar, Gina. I have a board in my office, and I have everybody's name on it that I'm working on, or past sales, and I have on there, and I think I shared that with you, Brianna. I have their name and where I sourced them from, because I want to focus on that. And then in the shift book that we're reading, Gary says, get rid of everything that's not working for us and enhance, like Gina's saying, enhance that has been working for us. Do more of that, especially in the shift. And
Right.
keep the costs low. He's talking about that in tactics 6 and 7, I think it is.
Mhm.
Maybe it's the first couple of chapters, but that's one of the main things. So I would call your sphere. Yeah, and your past clients. Because if they were referrals before, there'll be even more sales. There'll be even more better referrals now.
Right. Right.
So when's the last time you talked to your sphere?
Couple of weeks,
Couple weeks?
if not 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Okay, the whole thing, you covered
3,
the whole
4
thing
weeks.
about 3 or 4 weeks ago?
I did Mother's Day.
Okay,
When was that?
Me,
ninth maybe?
mid-May, couple weeks.
May. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're you're about 3 weeks out. Okay. And when you shook the bushes, all you did basically then though, wasn't that just a touch for Mother's Day, or did you actually ask for the business?
Good question.
No, I didn't ask for business. But I
Okay,
did get one piece of business from it.
okay. When's the last time you actually called and asked for the business?
Good question.
Ooh. Well,
That's the answer.
maybe in Easter.
Okay, all right, so it's been 2 months. All right, so if you're gonna call today and ask for, you've laid enough groundwork. If you called around Easter and you called around Mother's Day, you've laid some groundwork in order to be able to, ask for the business. And what I mean by that, I hated asking, this is just me personally, I hated asking for the business every single time unless I laid groundwork in between.
Right.
Happy Mother's Day, happy 4th of July, by the way, who do you know? Da 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 da, who do you know, who do you know, who do you know, da 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 da, kind of a thing. And sometimes it was just a pure, Christmas, New Year's, or whatever. And then other times it was like, no, I need to build my business like right now, and I need your help. if you were going to be asking for the business today, in order to get that going, do you know what to say, or what would you say?
No.
All right, so what do we got for ideas on what to say to ask for the business for today for Bree, who needs right now business?
Everything I've always heard just sort of builds it into the conversation. And kind of like you just said, oh, and by the way, is there anybody you know of that is looking to buy, sell, or invest? But I agree, it's not one of my comfort zones, and my sphere is not big, and my referrals is non-existent, and the sales that I've had all moved out of the area. So it's, difficult.
Yep. Okay,
I got one.
what do you got?
So, hey, Bree, this is Bonetta. I know we talked a couple of weeks ago, and I was, I had called to wish you happy Mother's Day. And you know what? I have made a promise to help 50 people this year. And so far, I am on number 25. So I need some help. So who do you know that wants to buy, sell, or invest in the next, right now, or coming soon, or who have you heard of? I need help. And just call them and ask them. Past and present client, past clients,
Right.
clear.
Right.
Call them all. There's a script for that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I would just call and say that. I need your help.
Okay.
You know they want to help you.
I need your help.
Yep. Can you help me? I need your help.
Yeah.
Who else? What else have you guys got? Has anyone done the contest script?
You're welcome, Michael. Say it again. I'm
I've
sorry.
not done that since bold.
The contest script. It goes
Yeah.
like this. Hey, this is Gina. Can you help me? We're in
Oh,
a
yeah.
contest. Whoever gets the most leads
Oh,
wins.
yeah.
Who do you know that wants
Oh,
to invest, buy, or sell in real estate right now? Like right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I love about the contest script, which by the way, just full disclosure, when I first heard this, I hated this script. I'm like, it's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. I'm not doing it. And the bold teacher made me do it in front of class, in front of everybody, which I was like, and he finally, after arguing with me he goes, would you just please do something that I ask you to do? I was like, yes, I can do that. I did it. And in 15 minutes, I got 4 leads. I was like, all right, fine. But what I really love about the contest script is it gives me the opportunity to reach out and say, can you help me? Which again, not in my comfort zone, but okay. So can you help me? But then this is the beauty of it. Then I would always tell people, I'm like, well, I don't know anybody. Is it okay if I just, every single person I'm talking to is running into somebody in the next, like during the week or something? Is it okay if I just reach out to you in a week or two and just see if that happened to you too? And they would always say yes. And so I call them in a week or so and I ask again, hey, did you happen to run into anybody? And half of the people are 9/10 or whatever, like, oh, I forgot to ask. It's totally cool. We're still in the contest. Like, and then they got the reminder, like, get out there and talk to people. And then I call the third time in a week or two, and I just say, thank you. I just really want to let you know I won. It's because of people like you, and I super appreciate it. Now you've got 3 messages at the 1 week, a week or two later, and then a week or two later in a month. It gave you the chance to contact 3 times, and the last one's a pure thank you. So that one worked really, really, really well for me. If you haven't used it if you haven't used it in a long time, or if you haven't used it ever, it's a great one to kind of go stir the bushes up with a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Nellie had a question in the chat.
Okay, so Nellie has a couple of them. I saw earlier when the contest, when they say, what is the contest? What do we say we're winning or giving away? That is a really good question. What do you win? And then I would, you can say like this, a really big prize, or like a pile of money, or $1,000, or I mean, you name it, because the reality is you will win $1,000. You'll win 5,000 or 20,000, whatever the commission ends up being for you. So there's that. And then the other thing that Nellie asked earlier, you said something, you can't talk, how to market yourself. So we have like a minute left on how to market yourself. Does anyone have some really short stuff to toss back out at Nellie on marketing yourself?
In what regard?
Yeah, on social media.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because she's muted. So just toss stuff out there because she's muted and can only listen. She can't hear or can't talk, I guess.
Video update of the market and just
Excellent.
post it on social media.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Going
you
to
can
an
text
open
it to your friends. To your
Take
sphere.
house,
Okay,
showing a house to somebody or an open house, her at an open house.
good. So open houses and helping somebody else.
Reach out
Anybody
to
else?
Andre's son.
Pardon me?
Reach out to Andre's son.
Andre's son. Was it
You
Andre's?
mean Jay Kinder?
Jay
Jay
Kinder's son?
Kinder's son?
I thought it was, they were fishing in the boat. He was on our call to help set up everything with the lead gen and everything.
Facebook?
Huh?
That was Jay Kinder's son.
Jay Kinder's son.
Okay. Oh, so sorry.
No, it's
It's okay.
fine.
Braden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one also. All right, that's some good stuff. Okay. Have a really, really good week. And
I got a really I got a really quick question. What happened to our exercise that we were to do about the, when I was younger, when I was a child, what did I
Oh
like?
yeah.
Yeah. How'd you guys circle around with that?
Oh, I thought we were going to go over it and find out.
What we discovered and all that? Let's do it
Yeah.
tomorrow. Bring your stuff that you discovered and let's all share. I
Okay.
love that. I love coming back and around to that. All right, let's do that.
All
That's
right.
a cool thing. We'll open up tomorrow with what we got out of that exercise and then other people's good stuff, and then we'll just kind of share. So
All
thank you,
right.
Panetta.
Thank you.
All right, you guys have a really, really good week.
Y'all too.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye, y'all.